Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited today because I have on my hand another camera that is a pre-production, pre-Kickstarter one that is riding the wave of the screenless film simulation style disposable, even if they're not disposable, cameras. Because today with me I have the DustyLens. With this camera that says film fills, no films needed, we have a teeny tiny camera with a viewfinder that is so analog, but instead it has an inside a digital CMOS sensor. Now, first of all, disclaimer, I'm going to put here the spec of the camera, but because it's still a pre-production, pre-Kickstarter campaign one, some of the spec may change. But let's talk generally about how I felt with this model and what I feel like could be improved before running in on the Kickstarter, and why I feel like this one is a little bit different from the actually pretty numerous film simulation disposable digital camera that we are seeing nowadays, and some of them we have even a review here in the channel. So the DustyLens has the characteristic, in my opinion, that is simulating a film, but it's a kind of a mix between a film simulated filter and an old CCD sensor. So it put itself in between cameras that are fully focusing on purely simulate a normal film, as well as a pure digicam with CCD sensor. The usage is extremely easy. There is a button on the back that you will push and the camera turn on. Now, with that in mind, you lift up the viewfinder, push a button, and the camera take a picture. That's all. Nothing else you need to know except enjoy taking photo. Now, we have reviewed recently another camera that I said had the small issue of the lens and the handle close to each other. That caused lots of time, unfortunately, the finger to come inside the frame. But luckily, with the DustyLens, despite being even smaller in size as a camera, the distance between the lens and the handle is perfect. Me, that I have a big hand, you know, I always say it in the channel, I can easily use it without any worry of feeling and having my fingers photobombing the photo that I'm taking. Also, what I actually like is that this style of viewfinder, it's easier for people like me that are wearing glasses to use it to frame your picture, compared with others where there is a small window, of course, where you have to look through and may not be extremely easy to see properly what you are taking. So the camera itself also comes with a flash. If you keep it pushed, the button, there is only one button, you can see that this LED is turning on. You push again, the LED turn off. Now, despite we say this is a screenless camera, there is a small screen on the back. But what you see here is simply saying that you have the SD inside, you have the option for the flash, and what's the status of the battery. That's all. No other information, not other chance to see the photo. And we were talking about SD because, yes, the camera doesn't have internal memory, but on the bottom there is this cover, and you can see here there is both the USB-C that is the way that you use to charge the camera or connect to your phone, and the slot for the SD card. Now, I'm not sure if the SD will be part of the kit or not. That is something that on the Kickstarter page will be shown, but again, that's the options that you have on the camera itself. Now, I'm going to show you some photo here, and then we will be back commenting. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, what I actually really like of this one is that it put itself in between the screenless film simulation disposable camera and an old CCD Digicam. And I really like the pictures, and if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that recently I have published a few of them, and there is really this nostalgia feeling on it, and the sharpness is good, is giving the right amount of details for a 5 megapixel camera that, in my opinion, is more than enough for any SNS or even small prints, and again gives you the ability to enjoy shooting around. There are 2 points that I feel like may need a little bit of consideration when using this camera. First, the flash. It's not a real flash, it's a continuous light, a continuous LED light, as we saw before, so it may be a little bit hard in some situation where the light is not enough to properly bright and illuminate the scene. So it's something that we need to keep in mind. And second point that I hope will be improved with, I don't know, for firmware updates or when the camera will be in production, is a slightly lag from when you push and when the camera is actually taking the photo. Now, I'm going to push it, the camera is on, and you will hear the sound. So as you see, it's about 1 second. So if you are on the go, you may miss the sharpness of some pictures. Doesn't mean that it's a bad things, no, because it still gives that all disposable cameras effect, film camera effect, so it's still acceptable, but it's something that you may want to keep in mind. On my Instagram account, I have published a couple of them where I had kids that I took pictures of, and they weren't steady, we know. So the photos are a little bit blurred. Doesn't mean that the photos are not good. Absolutely, I actually like it even more. But again, it's something that you need to keep in mind when you are using the DustyLens camera. Now, what else I can say about this? Again, at this specific stage, we don't have further information than the one that I have shared with you. The team is working on preparing the Kickstarter page, and we release it. But what I can say is that the camera is teeny tiny. It's super easy to use and it's really, really fun. And if you want to look for something a little bit different from what the mass is actually going on, this film simulation, again, fake disposable camera, well, the DustyLens actually offers you this option because despite having a CMOS sensor, so higher quality, is still providing the feeling of a CCD one. So it's definitely a plus to keep in mind. Plus, it's, again, so many plus today. It's so teeny tiny that it fits in your pocket even better. So if you want something compact, something always with you, DustyLens is for sure one of the solutions that you have to look at. Now, if you want to get more information about them, I will leave here the account, the Instagram account of the DustyLens team so that you can follow them up. And if you have any question on the DustyLens camera, please write down in the comments below. I will be happy to keep testing the camera for you and providing all the information that I have and that I can test now for you. Again, keep in mind, this is a pre-production, pre-Kickstarter device, so some of the specs, some of the way that the camera works may change, but so far It's extremely, extremely fun to use, and I'm super happy that the DustyLens team was so kind to share with me the camera and let me introduce that to you, and again, enjoy this kind of new wave of cameras that is going on nowadays. Well, that's all for me for today. Again, I renovate the invite for you. If you have any question, let me know in the comments down below. And remember to follow the DustyLens team, because they are really doing a great job with this camera. And as usual, remember to subscribe to the channel, because new cameras, new review are coming up. And if I see you subscribing, commenting, like these videos, I will be even more motivated to continue on what I'm doing. That's all for me for today. Thank you for watching. And as usual, till next time, stay click. Bye.